Welcome FMCG TV audience. We yet again have my friend, United Nations ex-official R Kannan. Welcome, R Kannan.
Thank you, Ganesh.
Let's talk about the current scenario of the conflict in Western Asia.
Well, it's the 28th day of the conflict, as you can imagine. More than 10,000 targets have been hit by the Americans. The first 6 days of the war cost them $11 billion. Every day, they are spending about 15,000 crore rupees,
15,000 crore
crore
in Indian
rupees
value.
every day. So it's a very costly war, perhaps the costliest war ever conducted. If you
It
talk
has
about,
costed more than Afghanistan war, Vietnam war.
not yet, probably, because
It went
if
for
this
years
continues,
together.
yeah, correct. So if this goes, but within a short span of time, if you were to look at how much did they spend on a daily basis in Afghanistan, it must be small compared to what
The
they're spending
expense.
now. The Israelis have also
In other
targeted.
words, America is bleeding.
America is bleeding.
Already their
America
treasury is not
is
sound.
America is $38 trillion deep
Deficit.
in debt.
Yes.
So they have to.
So this is going to increase only.
They're paying $1 trillion in interest just to service the debt every year. They're paying more than a billion dollars in interest every day on a daily basis, maybe more, much more. So it's the most indebted country. So, what has happened? They've presented a 15 a point proposal where the Iranians are supposed to give up their nuclear ambition once and for all. The Iranians are playing hardball because one thing that the Americans had not visualized is happening. What is it? The Hormuz Strait. The
So
Iranians,
that is, I think it was a ridiculous strategic mistake done by the
the
Americans.
Americans,
Yes, sir.
absolutely.
Because they should have definitely viewed. They know what importance Hormuz Strait plays in world economy. They should have definitely taken care of that early. If that happens, what they should do? But what is this, sir?
So
It's
it
very
was,
atrocious.
so they hadn't thought through this.
Ah,
So look,
I am unable to believe
that
yeah,
they failed.
American military strategists would fail to take this into account, or something prevents them which we do not know.
No, the way to, I mean, Hormuz would have always been a problem. They should have, you're absolutely right, they should have thought about it. But how do you unblock Hormuz? How do you keep traffic flowing in Hormuz? You'll have to put boots on the ground.
Correct. Okay.
So that is not an option because already 13 American soldiers have been killed. And they were in their bases in Kuwait. And one of them, the helicopter or the flight, crashed.
Sir, to the best of mine, whenever I see the social media, the information I have seen is Iran has hit this, Iran has hit
True,
that,
true.
this country, that country, and also the naval vessel of Americans. Only that type of information we have seen, not bigger information like America has done this. Whereas Israel, at least we are seeing they have killed this person. So who is the next person like that? But America, so far,
Except in Israel, except in the Gulf states, except perhaps a cross section of the Americans, everybody else wants Iran to win.
okay, the world is with Iran.
The world is with the meek,
Okay,
the weaker one,
weak.
because you have the world's only superpower trying to, decimate.
Nobody likes a big brother attitude.
Absolutely. So this is
Flexing
it.
muscles, disrespecting another state leader.
Absolutely. So this is it. So therefore, the popular sympathy and popular opinion is with the Iranians. There's no doubt about it, and they're playing hardball. This Hormuz Straits, those are international waters. Those waters don't belong to them. But as they are the closest, they and Oman are the closest to these Hormuz Straits. There are three countries which share the straits: United Arab Emirates, Oman, and the Iranians. The Iranians and the Omanis can both control it if they want to. The Omanis are not a belligerent lot.
They
They're
are
not.
not a military power.
Not here, not this time. So, and they
So
are
they
they
are, I think they
they
have
are
not seen war also. Oman,
no,
UAE,
they may have fought wars before
before,
in the medieval
not
times,
after
not now.
getting oil money.
So correct. So this only a fifth of the world's oil goes through this way, but the oil that flows through this, most of the Asian countries are dependent on this oil.
Correct. Very
Okay.
correct.
So Japan is dependent. 81% of Pakistan's oil goes through this. India is dependent. We 30% of our oil products. Earlier it was 45% passes
Now it
through
is
the
that.
Hormuz Straits. Then you have Indonesia. You have Philippines, which has imposed an economic,
Yeah, yeah, they have
restrictions.
also
They are
restrictions.
rationing fuel. So all the Asian countries, because the others, Latin America is completely free of any of this.
I
Because
think India also might bring in such advisory controls, even though we have at present no shortage, but still they want the people to consume less of.
no, absolutely, we need to be very
It's
frugal.
sensible to say.
Absolutely,
We
I
need
completely
to
agree. We should be very frugal. We should
frugal.
yeah. So we have 2 months of fuel storage, and the government says we have 1 month of gas storage. I find the latter hard to believe because we don't have great storage facilities. 1 month looks reasonable, but we will see how it goes.
It's
Now,
difficult to store gas.
correct.
You need a very huge
Correct,
space.
correct. So Trump has been, so last week he came up with he gave 48 hours deadline, and then he said he will hit all the power installations if they don't open Hormuz.
His word is only news.
Correct.
48 hours he tells, then he will
Then he
change to
extends it
5
to
days.
5 days, and then now he's extended
He'll
it
give
another
15
10
days
days.
also. He
So
does.
there's a famous acronym for him. Trump will chicken out.
Yes.
Um,
That's the
Trump,
way. So
Trump
far he has
always,
collected.
yes, Trump always chickens out. Taco. Taco is a Mexican.
Big talk.
Yes, yes. He talks big, but he doesn't walk his talk. So this is where we are. But I can tell you that the constant bombardment and attacks against Iranian military installations has greatly degraded, according to military experts, their military facilities, their naval facilities, their air defense systems, and so on. So
Who's Iran?
Iranians. So
Sir,
for the
naval, I think it's totally gone.
So for them to
Yeah,
rebuild,
they didn't have that much.
correct.
So they are dependent only on their internal
The missiles and the
Missile.
army installations, they think, independent
low
observers
cost
think,
drone,
yeah.
but giving more destruction.
The Americans claim about 70% of those have been destroyed in these strikes. So, and we'll have to wait to see after the war is over, when real independent estimates are made about the damage that the Americans have caused or the Israelis have caused. The war aims of the Israelis are very different. The war aims of the Israelis are they should never be a threat. They should never pose a threat to the Israelis because
Survival.
they are sworn enemies. Only one of them can survive or one of them can prosper. If you're threatening me, only one of us can be there. So they are therefore eliminating all the leaders. They have taken down military leaders.
Hundreds of leaders.
So much so, Mojtaba Khamenei, who was announced as the successor on the 9th of March, is yet to be seen.
Yes.
There had only been 2 statements that were read out in his name. We don't know how he looks. Okay. Secondly, on the 28th of February, Ayatollah Khamenei was killed. He is still not buried.
Still not
He
buried.
is still not laid to rest.
Oh my God.
Because the Iranian Shias, they celebrate death.
Oh.
Death is a celebration.
Okay.
You see a huge mass of humanity surrounding and hailing the
They
dead.
don't cry.
They cry, but it is also they think that this is the you're off to join the you're off to be in heaven.
They celebrate death.
Absolutely. So the second largest gathering for a man's death happened when Ayatollah Khomeini died. 70 lakh people showed up,
The first
according to the,
first Ayatollah.
yes, Guinness Book of World Records. So now, if they wait to lay him to rest, there must be ceremonies, it should be a public
Which can-
event, which will bring all the military leaders, which will bring all their leaders.
They all get arrested.
They will be Israeli targets.
Definitely.
So-
Sitting ducks.
Correct. So therefore, Iran is not in great shape, but it talks tall. It talks bravely.
Yes, yes.
And all those people who sympathize with Iran, the underdog, love it
Wow.
because they are
Somebody is standing against
against
the
this
American.
American imperialism, Trump's short-sightedness. So this is where we are.
Sir, what do you think? Because you were always correct in telling that this war will not end soon in almost all channels. You have told us also in the first place. This, how long it might take? What is your assessment?
It's a good question.
The way you see the Iran aggression, even after losing the topmost leaders, every day, anybody who announced he is the new leader, he is wiped off. So, what is your take?
Neither of the three countries are in a position to continue this war forever. So this is not going to be a long drawn out war. What I mentioned earlier was that it will get worse before it can get better. That's what I said. It's getting worse. And if these people don't heed to the deadline, he might go after the power installations. And once the power installations are hit, Iran will be in darkness. So you can't wash clothes. Your washing machines will
Public
not run.
will
Your
suffer.
air conditioners, because it's going to be summer, your air conditioners will not work.
Very horrible.
So it'll be very harsh. And then if the Iranians were to reciprocate and hit the American power installations in the Gulf, imagine what will happen. Oil prices will go to $200. It'll be a mess. I think even Trump is aware of this.
Okay.
So my feeling is this war should end when the 10-day deadline comes to an end. Before which time I think the Pakistanis
Now he has extended 10 days.
10 more days.
10 more days.
Yes, because the 5 days.
Meantime, he can prepare.
Correct. They're regrouping. He has sent 2,000 Marines from Japan and other places to the place. Suppose they want to take over the Karg Island. Karg Island is a small place, and that is where 90% of the oil has to come and then refined because they have a deep port.
Okay.
So if they take over Karg Island, which is 400 kilometers away from the
mainland of Iran.
mainland, they can block Iranian, as the Iranians have done to the Gulf states, they can block Iranian oil exports. Iranian economy will collapse. But
It's already collapsed.
it is. But it'll.
Because we were told some months back, bottle costs $1 million Iranian rupee.
True. But it'll go even further down. Okay. But the Americans there to capture that island and to hold on to it will be sitting ducks. Tens of Americans, if not hundreds, may perish. I don't think Trump can afford that.
Trump can afford that.
So it is a very awkward situation for the Americans under Trump. Although he says they are dying to make a deal, they are crazy.
No.
I don't believe.
Trump is bluffing, sir.
Correct. So
It is, sir, I remember playing 3 cards. I don't know whether you know.
Sure.
3 cards.
Yes.
Then the card will be served, and people will not open the card.
Okay.
Some of the players will open.
Okay.
So when the person who deals this 3 card, if he doesn't open the 3 cards, and for example pays 100 rupee bet, the person who has opened has minimum to pay 200.
Okay.
Double.
Okay.
Just like that. Trump is always telling something which the opponent is always, not only Iran, everywhere throughout the world, are refusing to acknowledge, except his good friend Pakistan.
Or the Israelis.
They behave like servants, sir. It's very awful.
They do, but they've used
They have no
this.
choice.
They've used this to get closer to this
Yes.
administration
Yes.
because they were very close during the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. They became great friends with the Americans. And earlier, when Nixon wanted to open up a channel to the Chinese, they approached the Romanians. They approached somebody else, but the Chinese were not happy with the Romanians. And then Nixon remembered that he had seen Field Marshal Ayub Khan in one
Okay.
of the gatherings, and then he thought Ayub Khan might be a good
Option.
go between. And that is how the Pakistanis arranged for Kissinger.
Okay.
They said that Kissinger fell ill and they flew him from Islamabad to Beijing through a commercial flight.
Correct. Correct. I do remember before his death.
Correct. So he went and engaged in talks with Chairman Mao. That's how. So the Pakistanis they lost their reputation after Osama bin Laden was found there. Okay, and many of the terror outfits were considered to be Pakistan friendly. All this damaged their reputation. But now they seem to be, because they recommended Trump for the Nobel Prize. They say the right things that he wants to hear. They say that that the Indian-Pakistani hostilities, 4-day hostilities, came to an end thanks to Trump. So, unlike the Indians who are keeping quiet, in fact, even refuting Trump's claims, the Pakistanis have, and they are very close to the Saudis.
So this.
They have a defense deal with the Saudis that they signed last year, where if Saudi Arabia is attacked, they will go
What
to
is
their
the
help.
deal, sir? They have not implemented. Saudis
Are being attacked.
eh? What did Pakistan do?
The Prime Minister went and met with
That's all. We can understand. Pakistan is not is in doldrums financially.
Correct.
And their muscle power in army, everything is also depleted now, because Ukraine war, they used to sell their important arms and make some money to run.
They are about 240 million people. We are about we are 80 million, Tamil Nadu. Their GDP and our GDP, if you compare, their GDP is only slightly larger than our GDP. They are 240 million. They are 3 times as big as us.
But when partition happened, their GDP was much higher than India.
Absolutely. I see.
They could have prospered. But now, I think with the Iran war, they are struggling more only. What Americans will give pittance? Throw away some money to get some job done. And these fellows have made themselves as a bodyguard status for them.
Yes, this war has given a bit of relevance to Zelensky. Zelensky, the drones that the Russians use against Zelensky are made in Iran.
Oh.
Okay, the Russians have been taking Iranian drones to attack the Ukrainians. Ukrainians have mastered the art of countering them.
Okay.
They have the technology. They can counter it in a cheap, in an inexpensive manner.
Okay, not like America.
No, the Saudis want their help. So he's sending teams to the Saudis, to the Kuwaitis, etc. Zelensky spoke about it yesterday. And he, in return, wants their aid. He says they have certain equipment that we don't have to take on the Russians. So they can give us this and we can give them this expertise. So this is where the war is. Now for India, there are 5 countries whose ships have won passage. We have gotten passage. The Pakistanis have gotten passage. I think Egypt, 3 other countries, which are friendly countries to the Iranians. We also will slowly get, I think 3 ships have already come. There are
22 ships are still.
They will slowly come over, etc. So we are all right. We'll because we have been managing friendship between both the Iranians and them, and we have been in contact.
Iran has been a very good friend of ours.
Yes. So day before yesterday, Jaishankar gave a briefing to the opposition party leaders. They came out and then they said, he called, in that briefing, he called Pakistan a dalal, a broker.
True.
Yeah. And he said, look, we don't do such things. We don't want anybody to mediate our dispute.
Correct.
We also don't go and offer mediation. So it is unfair for you to compare, oh, Pakistanis are doing very well, Indians are falling behind. So he said that. The opposition didn't like the briefing. They said they were not very satisfied. They came out. Now, how would the war, the American strikes are continuing.
Okay.
The Israelis are using whatever time is left because once a ceasefire is announced by Trump, the Israelis will have to cease. Otherwise, he will
So they are using the maximum
to
destroy.
to degrade Iranian capabilities. That's where we are
Smart
when
guys,
it comes
sir.
to they are doing all that. So
But
they
I
are,
think if at all there is an end to this war, I think only Israel can bring an end to this war,
they
at least to this war on a temporary basis even,
so
because they possess better
they possess the zeal to fight.
zeal to fight.
Fight.
They
They
possess the
but
knack also to negotiate, far superior
but
to Trump.
they may have overstretched themselves. They're a small nation.
Yes, very small.
They are a nation of 50 lakh people. And then for them to open two fronts, they're fighting in Lebanon, they're fighting here. So they are overstretched. I don't know how stretched they are, but they are opposition. In Israel, most of the people have rallied behind the government, but there are leftists and others who have opposed this war and who don't see an end to this. Most people are worried that there is no purpose to this war. What is the purpose? If the Iranians till the end do not come for talks,
Sir, even if the opposition in Israel tries to make friendship with Iran, it won't come.
true,
The current mentality of the
true,
leaders in Iran, because whatever their past is, their mindset is very clear.
true.
Israelis should not exist in this universe.
It's vice versa.
Vice
both
versa.
both of them, both believe, both are
But,
sworn enemies.
Acha, I thought Israel doesn't have that.
No, they do. If you are if you consider me an enemy, I don't
I
want you
have
to
to
be there.
correct.
So
I have to wipe you out.
correct. So only one of us can survive. So they are friends with the Gulf countries. They've slowly opened up to Gulf countries. Gulf countries have opened up. The United Arab Emirates has established diplomatic relations. The Bahrainis have established diplomatic relations. The Saudis were considering to formally recognize Israel. Just that is when the Hamas attack happened. Just to push that behind. And it didn't happen. It will take now a long time. The only permanent solution to this is the creation of Palestine. That will bring a lot of peace. And then the Israelis should seriously consider
Accept
that.
it.
Yeah.
Accept
That is the permanent solution. All this, everything else is piecemeal.
You're right. You're right, sir. Very much. So this is the way. How many years this war would have brought the world economy backwards? 20 years?
I think so, easily, because we've all been.
Because destruction takes place.
Right. This is the greatest oil crisis
World has
after the
ever seen.
70s. Then the difficulty was only half of the difficulty that we have now, because we are starved for. This is the International Energy Agency man saying this. In the 70s, when there was an oil crisis, that was because the need for energy was limited. Today, India is such a hungry, is a hungry power for energy. The Chinese are consuming a lot of energy. So
And the economy has grown based on that.
absolutely. So
many cars, why?
correct.
A family wishes to have minimum 2 cars.
This war has also put on back foot reconstruction in Gaza. The Gaza peace process is stalled.
Stop totally.
Okay. Then this war
The
has
suffering for the Gazans continues.
correct. And this war has shifted focus from Ukraine.
Yes. Totally forgotten.
Correct.
But is Ukraine and Russia still fighting?
Yes.
War is happening there?
Every month, 9,300 and 9,400 people die every month.
Every month. Still.
Yes, that is every week, 2,350 people die, both sides.
So nothing has stopped the Ukraine-Russia war in these 28 days.
No. It's a very sad situation. And we are in the 50th month of the war. This is the 50th month.
50th month. We can't celebrate
Correct.
such things.
So that is unfinished. There is no peace there. Gaza is rotting, and this war is continuing.
So reconstruction of the all these places will absorb
Will take
huge.
billions of dollars. Will take billions of dollars. Usually, one estimate is that it usually takes twice as much as your GDP. So if your GDP is 350 billion, it takes 700 billion for reconstruction. So similarly, in Gaza, it will take billions to reconstruct it. Gaza has been razed to the ground.
Yes, only
It's
concrete
it's
piles
a
are seen.
correct. It's a debris heap. So everything has to be redone. As far as Iran goes, any reconstruction can happen with its oil. So they will rebuild.
They
They
can
have. They
okay.
have.
They have the wealth to.
Correct. Their oil will last for 100 years. This is where we are.
So we pray to the Almighty. Let some peace come and also sustain for some.
That leaders,
Yes.
you
Even
know,
though this is not an actual world war like scenario, it is involving each and every country in the world and a very nasty thing. Let's pray God and
let's hope that
wish
these people will
some miracle happens.
get back their senses.
Yes, so that the world order takes place and once again things flourish.
True.
Thank you very much.